Welcome back. Another episode, and the holidays are approaching, so happy holidays. And today's episode, I'm going back to some old school style episodes that I've done for you. Social English is the topic of the day, and last time I had an episode on hosting where I concentrated on what you do when you're hosting guests. If you want to check that out, great episode, lovely language, but boom, right over here. But in today's episode, I'm focusing on small talk and all those people out there that are introverted or don't know what to say in those kind of situations before meetings, before conferences, or in integration parties with work. Here in this episode, some of this language might be useful for you. And if you're just trying to improve your fluency, also, you might get something out of it. So stay tuned, because right after this brief message, I'm going to let you know what kind of social English language you can use in small talk situations. Bow! And welcome back! Without further ado, let's get started. Don't forget, you can subscribe. You don't have to though, but share it if you care, okay? These episodes are useful for teachers and people who want to improve their fluency. So, social English and small talk. First things first, when you are in that small talk situation, don't talk about politics and don't talk about religion, all right? Current events, but probably what works best are interests, and interests come up based on like where you're having the integration meeting, or where you're having the conference, or where you're having the meeting in general, okay? The location, the city, the town, the place. You can start a conversation on about that place and then get more information as you go. But here's some language that native speakers might use that might confuse even on a conference call that's over Zoom or Skype, and they won't know what to say. So, rhetorical questions, something like, is that the time? When is that used? A Polish person, which is the people that I usually work with, are going to be confused if someone makes that statement. What does that mean? That means that it's late and I have to go. Okay? You can use it too, but probably this is more useful for those of you who are not familiar with it, and if they heard it, you wouldn't know what to say. Okay? Oh, it's pretty late. I guess we should get the bill, or let's get going. That is a signal from an English speaker that it's late and they want to go. Okay? Another one that's kind of in the same category as this one is, it's a bit stuffy in here, isn't it? It's a bit chilly in here, isn't it? Or hot, or whatever you want to say, okay? So this type of question with a question tag at the end, most Polish people that I work with and who are very communicative and have a very high level of English, even they never use question tags, okay? But in English, especially the English themselves, we use them, they use them all the time. I'm American, all right? But Americans too. The question tag serves the purpose of bringing something to people's attention that maybe is bothering you, and you want confirmation. It's stuffy in here, isn't it? That's a way of saying, would you mind opening a window? Okay, obviously depending on what you are asking about with the question tag, there's another meaning, right? But that's the idea, is that without directly asking or making a request, you are asking for confirmation with a question after you've said how you feel about something. Very tricky, easily can be confused, but that is really asking, please open the window so we can get some air in here, all right? So question tags, be aware of them. They are very commonly used by natives in those kinds of situations. Another one is I'm not, let's say you're out, reverse. Okay, let's go. One more time. Let's say you're out and at a party and you're being offered some food or some snacks or appetizers or whatever, and you're vegetarian, or you're not hungry, or it looks disgusting. You can't really say that it looks disgusting. You need to be polite. You can always compliment. You can say, wow, that looks delicious, but I'm not going to have any right now, thank you, or I don't have an appetite, or I'm not hungry. You can compliment the food and then say no, okay? Another thing you can say is, the thing is, I'm not too keen on cheddar. I'm not too keen on chicken, whatever the dish is, okay? When you say I'm not too keen, which is more of a British expression than American, you're just very softly refusing the offer that someone is giving you of the food. Okay, I'm not too keen on, all right? Or another way that we can say no is, this is not my sort of thing. Not with food, but like when someone offers to take us on a tourist walk or another some activity that we're not interested in, okay? We can say something like, sailing is not my sort of thing, okay? Or hiking up mountains in the snow or in the winter is not my sort of thing, okay? This is a very polite way in English of saying no thank you, all right? And then we can also use I'm afraid when we are qualifying like something that we want to say no to, okay? So unfortunately, I'm afraid I won't be able to attend the meeting, or I won't be able to come on the hiking trip, or I'm afraid that this is not something that I really enjoy doing, or I don't like to eat. Okay, so that's the language that I'm sharing with you today about social English. You can also use one more bonus expression. It's just that I don't particularly like hiking. It's just that. That's the beginning. Okay, when we are using that kind of language in English, we're trying to be polite and not be too direct, which is very common. And if you need more language on politeness and softening, ba-boom, this episode right here, I cover it. It's one of the most popular ones. Anyway, I'm all done talking. I hope that was useful for you. I'll be back with more in the new year, 2023. Get ready, because I'm not going anywhere. These episodes are here to stay, and so is this channel. Thank you for your viewership and your support. Till next time, happy holidays. Bow.